Hello guys, this is Sky Network. I teach people about cryptocurrency and how to make money online and forex. So if you're just tuning into this channel, you can kindly subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up. And always know this that whatever content I post on this channel is for educational purpose only. It's for educational purpose only. I'm not a financial advisor, so always do your own research. So now what we are going to do today is that we are going to learn about how to use these indicators we have already set on crash 1000 index. So now make sure you watch this video to the end. All right, don't skip any part and make sure you pay attention attentively. So what you need to do is this. Okay, since you are on crash 1000, you want to enter the market. There are some conditions that need to be met before you enter. And then you also need to learn about when to enter the market and when to exit. Okay, and one thing you should know about this is no one is in control of this market. All right, no one is in control of it. And another thing is that you should not be greedy. All right, also you need to also calculate your what you are willing to lose before you set your lot size. So now what you're setting your lot size depends on what you are willing to lose at a time, and also it depends on your equity, that is the capital that you have on your account. So if you have a small account of like $25, you can only use the lowest lot size, which is lot 0.2. But if you have something like maybe $100 or $120 thereabouts, you can use maybe lot 1, lot 0.3, lot 0.4, lot 0.5, or even lot 1. But it also depends on what you are willing to lose and the equity of your account. But for now, let's just start as an example. Maybe when you start trading live accounts, then your lot size will depend, your equity that you have will depend the lot size you have to use. So for now, for today, let's learn about these indicators. Now this red stuff that is coming, that is this red line, like this red line, anywhere you see red line like this coming from up to down is called a spike. Now this spike, if it meets you in a particular trade, it will destroy the profit you have made. That is this line that you are seeing, this very red line. Anywhere you see this red bold line coming down like this and breaking, it means a spike. So you need to leave the market before this spike occurs most times. So that's how it works. So the thing is, there are some conditions that needs to be met before we enter the market. Now whenever this red stuff, this red spike comes down, then you have to look down at this blue line, that is this MACD blue line, this blue line and this purple line. You have to look at this blue line, just like here. Now this blue line, you have to measure this, you have to measure where the spike occurred like this. Measure it down like, you have to measure where this spike occurred like this, where the spike occurred, and look downward, and look down here and measure from where the spike occurred down on this blue line to see if this blue line is touching the 10th level. Look on your right hand side, you have 10 here, and up here you have 90 and 100. So you are going to be, for you to enter the market, you are going to be looking at where the spike occurred. Just like this place you have red now is where spike occurred. Here you have this red spike again. Anywhere you have red spike occurred that came from up to down. So let's take for this place for a case study. You look at the blue line down there that is forming triangle down there. Then you look at the right and measure it like this. Measure here like this to see if it's touching this 10th level. You see, so if it's touching this 10th level on this right hand side, if you measure it, what you need to do is you will enter the market. All right, you will now enter the market. So when you enter, how do you enter the market? You click on trade down here. So when you click on trade down here, you enter the market. Look at the example I'm showing you. When you click on trade down here, you click on this plus sign. The first thing you do is you set your lot size. So since you guys are on demo, since we are on demo, we can use lot size. The lowest lot size so far is 0.2, but we are going to use 0.5. So before you enter the market, you set your lot size up here, this place now. Type 0.5, 0.5 for instance. So you can enter how many positions that you wish, but as long as you are fast enough to close these positions before, so that the spike will not meet you. That's another thing. So you write your lot size here, 0.5 for instance. Then you click on buy market. So let's say once you've entered the lot size, it's already there permanent, except you want to erase it and write another one. But since you are not writing another one, it's already there. So if you want to enter the market again, click on this trade and click on this plus size and enter another buy market, which is two positions. Then you come back to chart down here. So when you come back to the chart, if this condition is met, these are the two conditions that need to be met. Either this, if you look at where the spike occurred down and trace this blue bold line that is crossing the purple line, you look at this line where it stopped, the blue line, and measure it down to the right hand side to see if it's touching the 10th level. If it's touching the 10th level, you enter the market. You enter the market just like what we have entered. You enter the market. So when you enter the market, then the next question is, when do you exit the market? Then when to exit the market is this. You see this point now, this point where the spike ended now. You will watch this place until until this red line, this red tiny line coming from up will come and either cross one of the candles here, cross one of these green candles, or if that happens first, you exit the market. That's the condition number one. Then condition number two to be met before you leave the market is this. You see where this spike occurred, look down to where this blue line and the, if this blue line and the purple line, that is where, if this blue line and this purple line cross each other after where the spike happens, if they cross, if this one cross first, you exit the market. But when you look up to, that is, this is where I'm talking about, this place like this. If they cross like this, if the purple and the blue line cross each other down here immediately after the spike occurred, after some time when you've entered the market, if these two lines crosses each other, then you exit the market. Sometimes this blue line will cross each other at the same time, this red tiny line will cross a candle here too. But sometimes one of these conditions will first of all be met first. One of these conditions will go first. So either this tiny red line coming from up crosses a green candle first. If that happens first, you exit the market. Then if this bottom blue line and the purple line crosses first, you exit the market. If you study it, you measure it from up to down, you see that two of them are crossing at the same time, fine, you can leave. But if any of these conditions are first of all met, what you do is that you close the market, you exit. How do you exit? You click on trade again, and then you use your finger to tap on this where it's showing blue now. That is profit. Then you slide it to the left. When you slide it to the left like this, you are going to tap on this yellow last one. So when you tap on the yellow last one, it's going to show you close so market buy 0.5 with profit, $1 profit now. So you close like this. Then you tap on this next one again. You have to be fast about this stuff. You tap on this last one again, slide it to the left, you tap on this yellow stuff, and close, tap on the yellow again lastly, and close the market. That's how to enter, that's how to close a market. All right, so now let's study this last scenario now. For instance, okay, this is the scenario I was using to show you guys how this thing works. Let me see the scenario. So yeah, so this is the scenario. So when we exit the market, then when do we enter again? So we enter again maybe after 3. Once this red line from up has crossed one of these green candles, or this blue line and this purple line has crossed, this green candlesticks continuing from up will count like 3 or 4. Then we enter the market again like this. We enter again. So once we enter again, when again do we exit? we exit again whenever the purple line and the blue line down here crosses again. Look at this now, look at this place. Look at the point it crossed before and look at the point it crosses again. So once it crosses again like this, or it's about to cross, sometimes you don't even need to wait until they cross again. If you are satisfied with your profit and you know that it's about to cross again, you exit the market. So you hold up the market until whenever it's about to cross again, or whenever this purple line and this blue line crosses again on this spot. Look at what happened here. After crossing on this spot, you exit the market. That is somewhere here. All right, somewhere here. And once you exit the market somewhere here, what happened after that was that a spike happened here. So this spike, this short spike that happens here, you will not enter the market because there are conditions that need to be met, which is this purple line, this blue line must touch down, which is the 10th level, before you think of entering any market after a spike. So if those conditions are not met, you will not enter the market. You see, so when you look at this place now, for instance, you see that when you look at this place, for instance, you are going to see that when this last spike happened here, this blue line here, down here, when you measure it to this 10th level position, you see that it was on the 10th level. So it's the right time for you to enter. So when you entered, it only took about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candlesticks, and this red line from up here crossed this candle. So once that happens, you exit the market. So once you exit the market on this spot, then you count like 1, 2, 3, 4 candlesticks as is going up. If a spike doesn't happen, then you enter again. So when you enter again, you see how you hold up the market until when? Until this purple and blue line crosses again here, or is about to cross. And that's like almost, if you count the candlesticks, it's almost like 15 or 20 candlesticks to get up there. So that means you will make a lot of profit. So that's when to exit and when to enter. All right, so if you got any questions, I think watch this video and prepare all your questions that you got, and anything you don't understand about when to enter the market and when to exit. But I think with these explanations, you should be cleared about when to enter and when to exit. All right, so there are opportunities that needs to be met. There are conditions that need to be met before you enter the market, not just entering anyhow. No, you don't do that, you will lose. So you have to look for these opportunities where they are. Immediately a spike occurred that touches down, you will look down and see the blue line forming a triangle if it's touching the 10th position, if you mention it to this other right hand side. So that is when to enter. Then let me throw this explanation again. So this red bold stuff you see coming down is a spike. It's something that will destroy your profits. So what you do is this. All right, so there are conditions that need to be met before you enter this market. So immediately this spike occurred, you will look down look down like this to this position and measure it to see if it's touching this 10th level at your right hand side. So if it's touching here, it's the right time for you to enter the market. You enter the market. So when you enter the market, you hold up until either this red tiny line crosses any of these candlesticks going up first, or the blue line and the purple line crosses down here first, like this position, like this. Sometimes when you look at where it crossed here, is also the same thing as the position it crossed here. Look here now. If you measure from here down like this, if you measure from here down like this, you see that they both crossed at the same position. But sometimes one will first of all cross first. Either this purple line crosses this blue line first, or this red tiny line coming from up crosses any of these green candle first. So any of these positions that are first of all met, you leave the market. Then when you exit, you count 1 2 3 4 candlesticks. If a spike doesn't happen, then you enter the market again. Then when you enter, you hold up until either the blue line until the blue line and the purple line are about to cross again, or until they cross again, then you exit the market. By then you must have made enough profit. So watch this video on how to enter the market. You see what we have made now. So on how to enter the market and when to exit. So if there's anything you don't understand, you come in in our next class. Then what we are going to do is that we will enter the market together with you. I'm sure you know how to set your lot size, how to enter the market, and when to exit on this crash 1000. So we also have boom 1000. Boom 1000 is to sell, while crash 1000 is to buy, which boom 1000 is the opposite of crash 1000. All right, so for today we are going to end here. So thank you, keep subscribing, and keep learning until we meet in the next video. Thank you.